Welcome back to Full On Football, and of course we've got our guest with us, Charlie Bowman from Adelaide Hills Hawks, and joining us now for the Premier League segment is Dawes from South Adelaide Panthers. Welcome to Full On Football,
Thank
Nick.
you very much, Nat, thank you.
Now, you've had a bit of movement, you were with Modbury, you've come back to Panthers. How's it been so far? Now, look, let's just put the results to the side for a moment. How's it been for you personally coming back to Panthers?
It's been good. I've been welcomed back nicely again. It's a good bunch of lads down there, good sort of team spirit, and it's young. There's a bit of experience there, but it's good for me. I'm enjoying it, and it's still tough. It's still good quality football down there, and hopefully we can sort of lift our act a little bit.
Yeah, I went down there to watch your cup game over the weekend because I don't get out much down your way. But I have to say, really competitive football, and I thought you were quite unlucky in that match. I thought you should have come away with a win there.
We've been unlucky. Both games on the weekend we were very unlucky, I think. And
what do you put it down to? What do you think it is?
I don't really know. I don't think we're doing too much wrong. It's just, I think, up front we're not as ruthless as what we should be. I mean, there was a couple of chances on Monday which we probably could have put away, like the post and then over the bar from 3 yards out type of thing. So, I mean, that sort of thing could have put us back in it and given us a result. And, but on Saturday we did put 2 away. But, again, just wasn't enough for us. I think I don't know what it is exactly. I think the team's good, but I don't think we're gelling completely as a team. There seems to be something missing that's not quite going right for us, but I think it's going to come together.
That's exactly the same sort of synopsis that Carl Maynard's given about Galaxy. You've got the players, you've got a great bunch of lads, but it's just not happening. It's not that you're playing bad, it's just not happening for you. So I want to ask you, I mean, it's great when you're on top and you're winning and fantastic. Well, when you're in a position like that where you're not winning matches, but you're not playing badly, how do you keep yourself pumped to face up to the next match?
Well, I don't know.
Big sigh there.
It's tough. I mean, I guess it's a matter of taking each game one at a time, and just looking at the next one and just sort of seeing what can we do to win this game, and then taking it from there and just working 90 minutes at a time, or even 45 at a time, and just hoping to sort of nick a result here and there and just boost our confidence somewhere. Yeah.
Okay, well, while we're talking about that, let's have a look at the results from round 5 for the Premier League, Nick and Charlie. And again, some very interesting results that came through on Saturday afternoon. We had Cumberland 2, Adelaide Olympic 1. I thought a good result by Cumberland, but they have been going along swimmingly. And these McDonald brothers, they are just on a duo at the moment, aren't they?
I think so. Yeah, it's they've. I mean, what is it? They've got 4 wins or 5 wins in the league now. I'm not sure, but four wins.
In the draw.
Yeah, I mean, they beat us 4-1, and I don't know what it is. I think they're playing 3 up front, which is obviously the reason why they're scoring their goals. But they seem to have a strong defence with Danny Greystone, who's ex-Panthers, back there, and I'm not sure who else is in the squad, but they seem to have a good nucleus of players there, which is doing them favours, I think. So
doing very, very well. And of course, Nichols scoring there for Adelaide Olympic. Pirates 5, Salisbury 1. So a very big win by Pirates there. Skeffington, as he normally is on the board, Mavromatis, Pasalakwa, and Ben McLaughlin, interesting enough, coming from Croydon over to Pirates. So that was interesting that he's there. And of course, yours truly, Shane Pearce, scoring for Salisbury, which was, at least they got a goal this match. And then we had, in the night match, we had White City Woodville 1, Croydon 0, with Jakovic scoring for White City Woodville. Of course, the Comets and Sassy game is being played, or scheduled to be played, Saturday the 6th of June, due to Santos Stadium being unavailable. And of course, your match, Panthers 2, Adelaide Cobras 4, Wilkinson scoring and Travis, and then for Cobras, Karatevlis scoring a double, Oliver Tatani and Paul Tsakalis. And I think those 3 have been prevalent in scoring for Cobras. And as you said, unlucky, or did they have you?
Well, I think very, very unlucky actually, because I mean, that 2-0 up, we were a bit sort of slow out of the blocks in the first half. They were 2-0 up at half time, and then we managed to get 2 back. Making it 2-2, and then we thought we were going to last the game out, grab another point, but they got a free kick outside the box and a bit of confusion between our players and just setting up the wall and being ready for it. And Con Carataveras, as he normally seems to do, scored a cracker from 20 yards, I'd say, free kick. Yeah. Put him 3-2. So I guess by that point, heads may have dropped a little bit. And then the last one was a penalty. Oh. So really hard, and I don't think it was a handball against Tommy Barnhurst, who's been playing really well, but it really wasn't. I don't think it was a handball. None of the other players reckon it was a handball. Maybe that's just bias, but penalty giving it 4-2, which I think was a bit unfair.
And was that very late in the match, was it?
I'd say with about 5 to go.
Yeah, that's a bit hard to come back from there. Well, look, again, interesting results there, and with the results, let's have a look at the table, because that's even getting more interesting as we go every week. Cumberland are now drawing away a little bit on 13 points, as you said, Nick, with 4 wins and a draw. White City have moved up to second spot with 3 wins and 2 draws. Both those teams unbeaten, the only 2 unbeaten. They're on 11 points. Then we had Adelaide Olympic on 8 points. So here we have, I say every week, traffic jam in the middle, because we've got Adelaide Olympic on 8, Pirates 7, Sassy 7, Cobras 7, Croydon on 5, and Comets on 4. So again, 1 or 2 wins can skyrocket you up that ladder. And then of course Panthers, you've got the 1 point with the draw that you had, and Salisbury in all sorts of problems at the moment. Can't get a win. No. Cannot buy a win.
And I think now with Davey Crowell leaving, it's going to be even tougher for them. I thought with him going there, they'd be all right, but it doesn't seem to be.
I did actually go out to one of those matches that they played, and he had an awesome match for them, and I know that they were very disappointed when he left. So, but obviously, he decided for himself that go back to his old club, and he's doing fine for himself, as Charlie said. So, Salisbury really, I don't know whether this is going to be the end of their season or not. They have to fight now for not to be relegated. So that's their goal now.
Well, that's it. And hopefully we're not down there with them at the end.
Well, so. You skimmed through last year, right through at the very last match. So it was unbelievable, and you forced Enfield to go down. So that was very, very exciting. Let's have a look at the fixtures for round 6 for the Premier League. And again, every league we look at, every match has got its merit, and it's got very exciting. So we've got Sassy at Bailey Reserve to Cumberland. Cumberland's the host club, and as we say each week, Sassy's ground unavailable, so they're at Cumberland. Then we've got Croydon up against Cobras at Polonia Park. Salisbury are at home to Comets. Now, Comets haven't had a few wins, so they'd be wanting to get a win, and of course Salisbury need a win. And then of course the final day match is Adelaide Olympic going up to Pirate Park to take Adelaide Olympic on. They've got a few very good dynamic players in that spot.
Yeah, as I've heard, I think going to Pirate Park in itself is a hard place to travel, and then Olympic being up in 3rd spot, it's going to be very tough for us. But hopefully we can grind out some sort of a result there. But
now, have you got everyone available? I know you've had some bad injuries to start the season with. I was speaking to your president, Phil Reid. So you have been unlucky with injuries, but are you getting anyone back, or have you got basically?
Well, generally we have, but our captain, David's, I've just forgotten his last name. He's actually away this week. He was away for the cup game as well. So it's going to be tough missing him, but generally we've got the core of the team there. A couple of players, I think, back this week. So hopefully they're going to get a run. Some key players there.
Well, we wish you all the best with that one. And then, of course, the night match is White City Woodville up against Pirates at Frank Mitchell Park, 7 p.m. So another good match. Fellas, we're going to take a short break. I want you to both stay here with me, because we're going to come back with State League. We're going to talk a little bit about State League, and then we'll get into the Cup round. So don't go away, because we're going to be right back.
Here we go.